Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Just a thought on the code. So my friend Jesse hit me up about the code of behavior. Okay? When you get up in the morning, okay, what are you looking at when you look in the mirror? Okay? What code do you live up to? All right, Jesse, my man, what's up, bro?
How's it going?
How are you?
Thank you for having me come on the show.
All right, so
first guest on the show.
Absolutely. Well, you might not be the first guest. I did have that creativity video with a couple of children in there. I'm sure everybody watched that. Anyway, so give me an idea what you're talking about. Like when you get up in the morning, like what fuels you, man? What's your code, bro?
Well, my code. Speaking for me, when I get up in the morning, I just want to make sure that I'm taking care of my responsibilities, taking care of my friends, and just be.
Man, listen, man, you ain't took care of me in a while. When last you took care of me? When last you took care of me? When last I hit you up, be like, yo, Jesse, let me get $100, man.
Well, man, probably the first time I have $100, man, you'll be the first person to know.
Absolutely, I'm sure that's true. Anyway, man, so what were you saying?
I was
Before
saying,
I rudely interrupted, my bad. Go ahead.
For me, the code is just making sure that I'm trying to be a better person each day.
Okay.
Regardless of what happened in the previous day or how the previous day went, just making sure when I wake up, I'm being the best person for today.
Yeah.
And learning from the things that from yesterday, I look back on and we're like, that may have been a mistake or that may have been something that I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Making sure to point out those features and then bring those into the new day. Like, now if I can just change this thing, then today is going to now be better than yesterday was. Because I've made this one alteration. So as long as I continue the things that I did the day before and then make this one alteration, this day is now better.
Yo, that's sick. That is absolutely true. And I, you know, one of the things I always say too, like, if you want to change your behavior, making little changes. You know what I'm saying? With the help of my lovely wife, you know, she showed me the way she's vegan and she showed me a healthier lifestyle. I know Jesse's all about eating vegan food, right?
No, I eat a lot of meat, actually.
A lot of meat.
Yes. I'm actually the exact opposite. I actually eat no vegetables. It's not part of my diet at all.
Jesse is the other half of the mentality of my wife. I don't even know how my wife allowed him in this house today, okay? I don't know how she allowed him in here.
I brought my own meal prepped food for my dinner.
So, what were we talking about again, Jesse?
We were talking about the code, man, of just being a better person each day and making sure that you can, you know, you don't have to make huge changes to make, as you know, when you started your weight loss, you know, you didn't automatically start vegan one day. You slowly worked into it. Made minor adjustments each day that made up to a long-term goal.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Me and Jesse, we had some of the best milkshakes and hamburgers before I got married, okay? So the first correction I made was I stopped living with Jesse.
Yeah, man.
I stopped
lots of cheesecake. Before
yeah, ultimately you make small changes in your life on a day-to-day basis. And what I'm doing currently is I'm coming back on drinking sodas and things like that. So small changes here and there, and that certainly can apply to the code, right, Jesse? I mean, like you said earlier, you know what I'm saying? You make small changes in your behavior every day that will potentially make you a better version of yourself than that coming on the next day, right?
Of course. You know, what do you need to do each day that when you wake up, you feel good about yourself and you feel positive to even to a point where you could make those changes? Because if you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to try to change for the better. Yeah. So you want to be happy. So what values do you feel like, and it's going to be different for every person. You know, I mean, every person's going to have, you know, some people may be able to do things a certain way and they're fine with that, and it just depends on the person. And
I think one of those things is surrounding yourself with the right people too.
Yes.
And I know you pride yourself on the friendship circles that you keep, and you keep some decent people around you that kind of keep your head straight in that way. I know you're certainly the one to tell people, hey man, that ain't right. That's not the right thing to do. And that's following through with that code too, right? That's got to be part of the code, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, man. It's just, you have to keep a solid group of friends around you that, like you said, that, you know, if you're not doing something right, they're gonna say, hey man, that's probably not the best thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and sometimes, you know what I mean, you need that. You don't want the people that tell you, you know, bad ideas are good. You want the people that tell you, man, you shouldn't do that, because, you know, maybe you're missing that. Maybe in your head you're like, oh, that's fine to do, and then you do it, and then someone else points out, you know, a whole different point of view that you don't think.
Yeah, you had no clue. Yeah, your brain just didn't wrap around that.
It's taken a different way by somebody else, and you're like, you know, that's a smart way to think about that.
Yeah, having a good group of friends is certainly one of those good coping mechanisms that you can develop over time, and knowing sort of, you know, where you lack where you're lacking something in your life, you can sort of like surround yourself with the right people that might set a good example for you. Certainly look at yourself in that way, look in that mirror, trying to become a better version of myself.
With your friend group too, also having friends around that bring something into your life that maybe you can't do well for yourself. Like, as an example, maybe you're terrible with money management, but you have one friend that he doesn't spend no money ever on anything.
Yeah.
So like hanging out with him more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're just out there just buying 300 packs of Sour Patch Kids because you want them.
Yeah.
You know, he might be like, well, you don't need 300 packs. Maybe you just get 2.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
He gives you an outlook that you don't think of. So even friend groups, having people in your friend group that is a missing part of your characteristic that's still gonna help you grow.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Man, that jacket was hot, man. Hey, this jacket is kind of hot, man. I'm taking this off. This was a terrible idea.
We are inside.
It's a terrible idea putting the jacket on, man. So
we're inside the house. We could have.
Where's my recorder thing? Yeah, so one of the things I know that you do, Jesse, is that you're really good with your friends as far as being loyal to them. But I know you go that extra mile for your mother too, don't you?
I do. I see my mom every day. She actually lives the street away from me. I help her with a lot. She's had a lot of medical issues over the past couple of years that she's worked on.
Yeah.
So, sometimes she needs that extra help and, someone just to be there for her.
Yeah. I know she talks about that all the time, you know what I'm saying? She's very appreciative of you, and she does cook you some good meals too, don't she?
Yes, she does.
Your mother take good care of you, man. I tell you what, man. I might have tried some of that a couple of times. Your mother's a good cook.
There's a lot of meat in the dishes, though. So sometimes
there's a lot of meat. I can't be doing that, man. I can't, right, baby? I can't do any meat, right? Yeah. Anyway, you go the extra mile for your mother. You work hard, and you do the best you can. And I'm sure she's very appreciative of that. I know she's told me as much. You know what I'm saying? So your mother's appreciative of all the stuff that you do, and that's got to be part of the code. You know what I'm saying? And that loyalty as well. I mean, that's loyalty to family. That's loyalty to to your friends. And expand a little bit for me. Tell me, like, how is loyalty? Part of the code? I'm assuming that it is, but how is loyalty part of the code, man?
It definitely is. And with a lot of my friends, I've been friends with them a long time. A good amount of them since we were teenagers, so over 15 years at this point. Starting to get old. So, a lot of these people I've been friends since I was a young child, or have been introduced from someone that I've been friends with for a long time. So it's just important to, know people that are, seeing where people have come from. A lot of my friends, we came from, young kids just doing dumb stuff, and to still be together and be able to hang out and you know what I mean, get better with those people. You definitely want to stay loyal to them.
Yeah.
I see other people around and they have these friend groups where the friend groups go back and forth, or they're talking behind someone's back, or they just don't really have that loyalty and really care about one another. There's animosity. They actually want the others to fail in the group, which
and know when to cut ties if you need to, but for the most part, you can build with your friendship base. And I always tell my friends, I say, iron sharpens iron, and as you guys grow, you kind of teach something to the other person, and they teach something to you as they learn something, and you just grow together. And that's all part of loyalty, and that's definitely all part of the code.
Yeah, definitely is. You definitely want people around you. The people around me, I like to be able to grow as a person. And like you said, when you have ideas and things like that, you want everybody to be kind of on the same wavelength, or open to change and open to being better.
Absolutely. I'm happy that you came out to film with us today, man.
Of course, man.
Welcome to the channel, and I definitely see more of Jesse moving along as the channel goes along. And I like to get a few more of my friends out here and get them on the channel and see what ideas that they have to present to us, so that we all can learn from. Iron sharpens iron, and that's all definitely part of the code. So you talk about loyalty. You talk about sort of making small changes to your life every day. All part of the code, all part of the code of your behavior. That's essentially what we're talking about here, folks. We're talking about a code in your behavior. Live for something, stand for something, or die for nothing. I know you've heard that before. It's really true. And live for something. Please have a code. And out today, this is one of my best boys, Jesse. Thanks for coming out.
No problem, man. Thanks for the invite out here.
Absolutely. Anytime, brother. And it's been just a thought on the code.